Out on my balcony in beautiful, beautiful Kigali. Okay, let me let y'all see what I'm looking at. See, see how beautiful it is. Yep, and look at the sky. Can y'all see that sky? Oh God, I absolutely love. I've been out here like all morning. Actually, I'm waiting. It's about 12:47. Looking at the time, uh, in the afternoon here in Kigali, and I'm actually waiting to go to. I'm going to go to the department. Well, everything's ministry here. Ministry of Health here. But I'm thinking everybody's going to lunch now, so between like 12 and 2. I don't want to get there and just they not be there. I mean, I'm sure somebody is there, but the people that I need to talk to. Um, why am I going to the Ministry of Health? Because I am in the wellness. I'm in wellness. Like I do coaching, I do training, wellness. That's what I'm into. And so I know that the Ministry of Health, um, like there's like I'm in a kind of a gray area where either the Ministry of Health needs to mandate what I do or they don't because I'm really in wellness. Well, I've already met with them on Zoom and about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they I pretty much told them what I did. I you know showed them my book and everything, talked about my book and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, I'm wellness. I don't diagnose, cure anybody, right? It's wellness. And so, one thing, Dr. Gashoma, who I absolutely love meeting with him on that Zoom, he said, there's four arms to the industry, right? And he said, if you're basically, in a nutshell, he said, if you're not diagnosing anything, and I don't, if someone comes to me and they say, you know, um, I feel very, very desperate right now, and this is it, right? I know that's not something that I'm going to handle. Like, they need to talk to a therapist. So, anyway, I'm not a therapist. But one thing Dr. Kishoma said, which was he is like so cool. He said, look, I go to the gym and I work out. I work out for my health so I can feel better about myself. I can keep myself moving so that um, things just don't break down as readily, right? I want to keep it going, keep it moving, right? So that you don't lose it. He said that's what wellness is. It doesn't mean going to the gym is not an important thing. He said, but there are people out there that are concerned about a person's wellness, right? That they're not doctors, they're not psychiatrists, they're not therapists, okay? However, doesn't mean that it's not legitimate what they offer. And I was like, yes, that's me. That's me. He said, so anyone in the field of wellness or coaching or training, he said, that is not the Department of Ministry, right? You can work with different departments here. Um, Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Education, Ministry of whatever. But you're not mandated by the Ministry of Health. And I was like, that's me. So that is what I need for immigration to understand. So I really am trying to get a letter, a statement, something from the department. I keep saying department, Ministry of Health, to say that Limitless Living, which is the name of my company, is not mandated by the Ministry of Health. Okay? And so I need that. I want that. Even if I don't, but now I keep thinking, okay, what if I don't get it? Because I've been asking for it, right? I believe that if I don't get it, then that means that should let immigration know that I'm not mandated by the Ministry of Health. If I was mandated by the Ministry of Health, wouldn't they say, yes, we need to approve her or not? They're not saying that. They're saying, oh, your wellness. Well, I'm saying I'm wellness. Okay. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But either way, it's going to turn out right. Okay. It's going to turn out the way that it's supposed to turn out. And, uh, I'm coming on here to let you guys know that sometimes things don't work out the way we plan things to work out. But I'm letting y'all know that there is a higher power. Okay. I call it universe, God, whatever you want to call it. It is. Okay. It's so much of it is that we really don't even have to call it a name because it is. Okay. And everything, I'm telling you, the universe is in control. Okay. And the universe is working out for you. Okay. You got to know that. You got to believe that. Right? It's true. Okay? Like, think of this. Think of the things that you've been through in your life when you felt like you were not going to make it. And I'm not feeling this way right now, but I'm just talking in general. There have been times in my life when I felt like I wasn't going to make it. Okay? And then there have been times in my life, not only did I feel like I was going to make it, I was just like, well, whatever happens, happens. Okay? It's like you have to give up and surrender, right? But I remember being tired, right? Tired. Like I told y'all where I was back in 2018, okay? And then I discovered gratitude and writing down. I just got through writing down things that I was grateful for in my journal, okay? Well, I would write down what I'm great. I didn't even know what to call it back then. Oh, I forgot I had this real pretty envelope. Look at that. I gotta put some stuff. I gotta put some stuff in. But with my journal, I customize my journal to whatever I need it to be. But for me, only good stuff in here. Only things that I'm grateful for in here. That's my rule. That's the rule that I set for myself. So, um, yeah, just just taking 5 minutes and writing down what you're grateful for. I'm telling you, it'll change your perspective. And if you start doing it for a while, and then, sometimes we stop doing things, right? Whether we want to stop it or it just happens that way. When we stop doing things, doing that type of thing, you're going to notice a difference in yourself. You're going to notice where it may feel like things start closing in on you, or you might feel more overwhelmed, or you might feel yourself going more negative. I mean, the words that you say to yourself and the words that you say to other people, okay? I urge you not to beat yourself up, but to get back up on the horse. Okay, that's how I say it. Get back up on the horse. That means just start again. Start. Don't beat yourself up. Just recognize it. It's almost like having a headache. You take an aspirin if you have a headache, right? Like, I feel a headache coming on. Well, what can I do to hit this off, right? To for this not to get worse and worse. Let me go get an aspirin and take an aspirin. That's what it can be like for you. That's what writing down your gratitude can be like for you. Okay? Feel yourself going down, get your medicine. My journals are my medicine. Okay, they are my medicine. And honey, being out here on the balcony, taking my medicine, having that sun, that vitamin D. Oh my goodness! Like being around nature, it's already a great vibration. Okay, being around nature. I'm telling you, all of it combined for me, is amazing. It is amazing. Okay, it's amazing the strength. Like I know I'm getting ready to go visit these people, but I feel amazing. Like I'm like, okay, I feel amazing, no matter what, because it's inside of me, and I know that there's a greater power working. Okay, and that power is not. I know I say the universe, right? But y'all, we consist of the universe. So I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna start preaching to you guys on this right now, but this is the awareness that I have. All right, and I'm so very grateful that I have this awareness. I did a post earlier today, and I put it on the YouTube. I put it on the YouTube. I think I put it on Substack too. But it says, for all of the decisions that I have made in my life, it has brought me to this very point right now. Think about that for yourself. Wherever you are right now is based on the decisions that you've made and the ones that you haven't made. Okay? It's based on the decisions you've made and the ones that you have not made. But you are here right now. So you be grateful and thankful for it. I am grateful for where I am right now. If I hadn't have made that decision to get on that plane from the United States to here, I'd still be in the United States. And I don't know what I would be going through right now. I mean, it's to the point where I can't even watch the news, right? Like, one of the reasons that I'm loving Substack is because you're not getting like that news unless you start I guess I'm sure it's there. If you start clicking on it, you're gonna get more of it. So I'm very subconscious about, or very conscious about, what I'm clicking on and what I'm liking. Okay. But for right now, it's gold because I know you're not going to get the advertisements and things like that. And that is gold. You're not distracted. It's like your your brain wave is better over on Substack. Okay? I know I keep talking about Substack. You might be watching me on YouTube, but it just is what it is. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. I'm telling you the truth. The truth is the truth. So when you're over on Substack, it's like your brain feels better on Substack. Okay, and you're reading, but there's also video. Of course, I have a bunch of videos because I'm just a video person. Um, And now I'm finding I can just click on the little headphone thing, and I can be listening to a podcast over on Substack, or I'm listening to even a video or an audio, and I'm doing other things, and it's really good. So I'm really loving it. I hope I can say that a month from now, and 2 months from now, and a year from now. Okay, I like it a lot. Okay, to me, it's like one of the best kept secrets. Right. So if you're into wellness, if you are into serving the people by giving them something good to consume, keep doing it. Keep doing it. I've listened to someone, Danielle Leslie, which I'm really getting into her over there on Substack too. She's on YouTube too. Um, she said, "Do it ugly, do it often, and then do it better." I like that. She said, "You don't have to be perfect when you come on here. You don't. Just be you. Look, all the filter. I used to love TikTok. The only reason I loved, well, not the only reason, but I love TikTok so much because I can use filters, and I'm getting older, right? And I'm like, let me use a little filter here and there. But I'm getting more response. I'm Look here on Substack, on YouTube. I can't use a filter, but I'm getting more response from not doing filters. And I'm like, what? I don't understand it. I don't understand it, but okay, right? Okay, okay. The main thing is, as long as the message gets out, okay? And if you like this, I want you to subscribe. I want you to like, share it out to other people. Tell me, I want you to comment and let me know if you agree with what I'm saying so far. Do you agree or do you disagree? I want to know. Has anything that I've said, has it hit you in a certain way? Like, is it like, giving you an moment? Or are you confused by something I'm saying? I want to know. Put it in the comments. Y'all know I read my comments. Okay, I read my comments. And I like to reply to my comments too. Okay? So keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. Okay? Um, so yeah. Anyway, it's just a beautiful, wonderful day. Boy, over there on the trucking company, they're quiet today. Let me see. They're really quiet today. Not all that, but I don't. It doesn't even really bother me when they're working and making noise and stuff. That doesn't even bother me, which I would think that would bother me, but it doesn't bother me. That's just like the rain here. The rain does not bother me. I've heard that. Let me see. We are in officially we're in the dry season right now. That means we're not getting a lot of rain. But I heard some rain is supposed to come today. I thought, right? But the sky looks amazing. Doesn't look like it's gonna rain to me. But you know what? It could change like that. All right, it could change. So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. Whenever I sit here and I have my journals and things, I just feel like, hey, let me go live. Let me do a video. Okay, let me do something. And it's really my pleasure to do it. I really love it. So anyway, guys, what I was getting to was you guys making a decision about things. Okay? And I have a challenge that's coming up. I'm going to get it together between today and tomorrow and put everything that we're going to do with this challenge. But it's just an idea that I had. And Aisha, if you know who Aisha is, Aisha helped me with this. And I was like, you know what, Aisha, I think you're right. Because, I talk about some of the toxins in that murky water, right? In the pyramid of success in here. And those toxins are things like procrastination, self-doubt, uh, fear of failure, fear of success. All those things hold us back. But how does it hold us back? We're not able to make a clear decision. Because when we make a decision, we're able to move onward. But if you have fear of failure or fear of success, you're thinking about that. Well, what if I don't make it? What if it doesn't turn out right? Like how I was before I got on the plane. What if it doesn't work out? Okay? But what was that thing that took me from just thinking about it to actually making a decision and going and following the decision, the action behind the decision. That's universal in everything. Whether you're thinking about, maybe you lost your job and you're like, what am I going to do? Do I want to do my own business, or do I want to go out here and find another job? Or do I want to do both? It's a decision, right? And it's the action behind it. Going onward. What if you had a bad relationship and you're like, I really want another relationship, but maybe not. Or maybe I do. Or what do I do? What's my plan to move onward, right? So, indecision is something that we sometimes hold on to. I know I've held on to it, right? Like, I went from Penthouse to the House in the United States. I was still living uptown. My Penthouse was uptown. But after I was feeling guilt and shame about all the money gone, and I moved into my office, y'all. Into my office, which was behind, was the building behind my, here comes Strawberry. Strawberry, you remember when we was in the Penthouse, don't you? You remember that? And then you remember when we were in my office, which was behind the Penthouse, for a year and a half. Like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what to do. It was an indecision. It was a shock and an awe, and it was also shame there too. And I'm telling you, a lot of my friends, some of them knew, some people did know, but I think some people didn't know. It was what it was, right? But I remember I moved from my office to here in Kigali because I felt like I could have a better life for myself. And I am. I do. Okay. But there was still a question. How are you going to earn income? What are you going to do? I had an idea in my head. Well, I had a bunch of money saved up. All right. Like, I had a strategy. I had gotten a job before I moved here for a year, almost a year. Yeah, it was almost a year. Oh, I worked this job that I really could not stand. And it turned out to be hell. Okay, I'm just going to say hell, right? Like, the money that was coming in, okay, it's better than nothing coming in. But actually, I worked two jobs. I was a hostess, oh, at the airport, okay, which was also turned out to be a job from hell. It was like, okay, I know I'm college educated, I have all these accolades, all these things, but I'm holding on to the fact that uh I'm holding on to the fact that my circumstance that I'm in at that particular time is not the end game for me. That I'm leaning in on what is inside of me, the experiences that I've had, the education that I have, and I'm going to be me. So, job number one was I was a hostess at the airport at a restaurant, which did turn out to be the, the job from hell. Then I went on to another job, uh, which I thought was a better situation. It was more money, but it ended up being another job from hell. these are like hourly wage positions, okay? And I am just going to say it, the people that work there, I love people, but there was a certain mentality that not everybody, because I made some friends. Some of y'all are watching me right now, okay? I mean, there are some really, really good people, but there are also some people who are even in the like the management position or leadership roles that I knew I had more education than those people. I wouldn't flaunt it. I'm just being myself, okay? Because I'm like, okay, they don't know. I mean, I was in the penthouse for about 2 years, 2 years, a little over 2 years in the penthouse. Okay, my nervous system was in shock because I'm like, yo, I'm in the penthouse, okay? And I'm meeting all these wonderful people and everything. Maybe my nervous system wasn't quite ready for that yet. I don't, I would have done things differently now. But I was in the penthouse and I went from the penthouse and just blowing money, blowing money on things that I thought was important, okay, but really not having a direction and a plan that I have today, okay. Um, and that ended up me going to the Poe House, which was my office in the building next door, okay, and for a year and a half, and then having to work these hourly jobs, okay, because I wanted something quick. I didn't want to go through 1,000 interviews. I didn't want to do that. And nor did I have time to do that. Okay. And I wanted to do my own thing too. Anyway, these menial jobs, and I say it like this, menial jobs, because a lot of those people who are in management, thrown in management, they have no leadership skills whatsoever. I got leadership skills, but I was also humble enough to not flaunt. I got leadership skills. Yo, I wanted to stay on the side. Come here, come here, come here. I can help you with some stuff. But and in a couple of them, job number two, I did kind of say that, but they took it the wrong way, right? Well, it ain't even that. Well, yeah, they were jealous. There's a lot of jealousy and stuff that goes on. When people are insecure about themselves and they know that they don't have the leadership skills, they know they're thrown into the position anyway, right? But they not gonna tell you that, hey, you're inadequate. They're not gonna tell you that they're inadequate, that they don't know what they're doing. I mean, it's kind of like exactly what's going on in the current government administration in the United States. Some people don't know what the heck they doing. They messing up everything, and y'all know it. Okay, but but it's so much secret, just so much mess going on. It doesn't surprise me. Corporate America. Well, the United States is a corporation anyway, right? But the same things that I saw going on in corporate America. I mean, I saw some secret relationships going on, secret, inappropriate relationships going on. I saw people placed in management and leadership that were very inappropriate, very very much so, no qualifications for the job whatsoever. Okay, I repeatedly, repeatedly saw that. It's the same thing we're seeing in the United States government right now. So it doesn't even surprise me because it's the same ones running them corporations that's running the United States government right now. Y'all know if the money talk, okay? And just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you're the smartest. Just because you are in that position doesn't mean you're capable, okay? it may absolutely mean the opposite, that you're incapable. Okay? And until we learn to humble ourselves and to know, you know what? I don't have what it takes, but I can learn. You see, I feel like us as a people, we always grew up knowing it was inbred in us that we got to be 1,000 times better than our counterparts in order to even be considered for the job. Okay? And this is why they went away with DEI. You see what it's doing? This is why they went away with it. Because we became more educated, more capable, more qualified. Because we knew it's inbred in us. Get your education. Okay? Do some things. Make it happen. We got magic in our, I say we got magic in our melanin. The more melanin you got, the more magic you got. Okay? Or the more magic you have. Okay? If you really want to be grammatically correct. It's just something that's in us. It's a gift. Okay? And then, look, you exercise that thing with some education. You mix it with some education. Voila! Okay? It's no wonder the things that are happening now. Okay? It's just no wonder. So, anyway, guys and gals, decisions. A lot of y'all, or all of us, are at a crossroads where there's something that we want to do. We're trying to decide whether or not to do it, whether it's relationships, whether it's business, whatever. And we can't seem to get over that hump and act. We're afraid. We can't go onward. The only thing, anytime something's going to happen is when you move onward. All right? So I'm putting together this onward challenge, okay? And it's going to be amazing. There are going to be you're going to get a breakthrough in 5 days. I want you to come with the thing that you're trying to decide to do, whatever it is. And by that 5th day, action, baby. Action. You're going to be able to go onward clearly. Okay? All that fuzziness and all of that indecision is going to be gone. And that's going to equate to you being able to move forward in your life. Because there's another decision. Once you make this decision, there's another decision. And then there's another decision. And then there's another decision. Okay? So decisions are not going to go away in our life. It is just whether or not you are going to remain stuck or you're going to be able to move on. That's it. Okay? So, I'm getting off of here now. Okay? Because I got to move onward. Okay? I need to move onward myself. So, and practice what I'm preaching. So, y'all, just know everything is going to be all right. Make sure you subscribe, so that you can get the notification and the information when the challenge goes into effect. All right? Okay, guys, it is your gal, Victorious Val Gal, signing off, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.